project. And I would like to also thank our dear Professor Moji, who is on the panel. Professor C.U. Moji is a professor from the Civil Engineering Department, Alice Ekweme University in Ebonyi State. And thank you very much, Prof. And I will also recognize our Professor Mbadiogo. Professor Mbadiogo is very, very important to this project because of the critical role he played as the leader of the curriculum review committee. So he's a very fundamental member of Engineering Express, and we don't joke with him either. Thank you very much, Prof. And Dr. Akpan is also a part and parcel of us in everything he has been doing. And we also have Engineer Linda Noli, head Surface Treatment Department and Scientific Equipment Development Institute, SETI, Enugu. Ma'am, we are grateful to have you. Thank you. And online we have Engineer Chinyere Igwebe. I hope I pronounced it right. Sorry, ma'am. She is the current Vice President of APWEM National, and that is the incoming President of APWEM. She's online. She was supposed to come in person, but something happened with her flight. Yes, so she couldn't be here. So we want to thank you, Madam Vice President and incoming President, ma'am. I'm looking at the screen thinking that you are there. So it's a pleasure to have you online. And APWEM, lest I forget, has been fundamental on our project. This is an APWEM project, by the way, as much as it is the Faculty of Engineering project, UNM. So we recognize APWEM to a great extent. And then we have Engineer Shetima, who is from the industry and who is joining us online. Engineer Shetima is a wonderful member of Engineering Express who has contributed immensely to all our activities with his robust industrial experience and also activities at the Nigerian Society of Engineers. We also have Dr. Adele, but then I can't mention the list of all the people that are here, and also my team members from Engineering Express. I can see Engineer Madema, our secretary, and I can see Engineer Choma Arrow, our finance officer. So anything that has to do with money, please hold her responsible. So it's a very special privilege for me to be here today on behalf of Engineering Express to give the keynote address. Lest I forget, we are very grateful, Madam Professor Windapo. By the way, she's the #1 first female professor of construction management. You know, construction management is my area of specialization. So she's our first female professor in Africa. And she represents Nigeria very well in South Africa. They don't joke with her. And not only is she critical to that university, she's also a stakeholder when it comes to drawing industry participation, especially as it relates to alternative construction technology. So when I went to visit her, she showed me so many things they are working on, and I was amazed. And then she comes to Nigeria to also impart. She had a lecture with our students yesterday. So we are grateful to have you, ma'am. So you're very much welcome. So on behalf of the Royal Academy who are sponsoring this program, it is a privilege for me to stand before you to give this keynote address today. Of course, when we talk about industry academic collaboration, it is a very critical component of engineering education, which we are neglecting in Nigeria, or we have neglected in Nigeria over the years. Permit me to also refer to Professor Moji, who is our immediate past director of CWES in UNN. CWES has to do with student placement in the industry. That reference is very, very fundamental to my remark, and I will get back to that. So the industry has been neglected in our effort to develop, to train our students in engineering education. And that is understandable because all this while we have always adopted all our programs, all our policies from what we copy from the West without looking at the context, the unique context of the Nigerian environment. So what our program offers us, which by the grace of God we have, I want to announce that we have attained all our objectives and our goals on the project. And we did that successfully well. And we have gotten recognition even from the Faculty of Engineering on the curriculum. And we have also gotten recognition from the Nigerian Youth Service Corps. They called yesterday to invite us to the Director General Award as a special guest and award recipient. So our project has made significant impact and we are very, very proud of it. And we are grateful to God for that opportunity. So engineering education in Nigeria is not properly structured because of the way we copy our models, our policies, our curriculum, everything without considering our unique context. So what this project did was to look at a way we can assemble an inclusive team. That's why you have people from APWEN, people from COREN, people from NSC, people from Faculty of Engineering, UNN, and people from the industry as members of Engineering Express, and also participants and collaborators of the project. So we looked at that as a contextual approach and as a sustainable way to bring everybody together, to look at the problems we have, the challenges we have, and start tackling them one after the other. We've been able to develop a framework for industry academic collaboration. And that framework was validated in the workshop we did in Abuja. Very successful, high-powered workshop we did in Abuja. And we validated that curriculum, validated the guideline that we set out for the future review of curriculum after developing a curriculum ourselves. So, and while we did that, and those educational instruments are receiving acceptance all across the country, we have not formally submitted our reports to COREN because that is part of our goal to submit our report officially to COREN. We just recently submitted our report to the Royal Academy and they gave us a nice feedback with few corrections here and there to do. So we are now looking at to submit those instruments, the curriculum, the guidelines and the framework to COREN and use the goodwill of people like Professor Moji, who is the former Vice President of COREN, to also lobby and push that those instruments should be looked at and adopted in COREN. So now, that's just a background on what we have been doing through Engineering Express. Of course, we have also identified top skills on that will be needed now and in the future for engineers, for sustainable engineering practice. And we have also trained some of our students in UNN and some COP members. We went to NYSC orientation COP in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria and did a sensitization program. We have about 3,000 COP members who registered with the program. And then after the sensitization, we conducted training on top skills that we identified, both safety, innovation, AI, and the rest of them. So these are part of all the activities we have done. And part of this one now, which we are doing today, which is inspired by Professor Windapo, and the Royal Academy she's representing in person here, is to look at all the things we've done and then also look at how we can talk more, because the conversation has not ended. It's just an introduction that we did. So look at how better we can improve the system. After this workshop, I'll be engaging her further. She is now our ambassador in Engineering Express to the Republic of South Africa. So she'll be our spy there. We're looking at what they are doing good that she can teach us here. And then we will use this organization to push further. We are not going away. It's not just the project. Engineering Express is not going away. We've come to stay. Whatever it will take, we will be in the system and push for the good things to be done in the system. Now, industry has been complaining that the quality of engineers that we are graduating are not fit for the industry. It's not today that the conversation has been ongoing. And we are already at the age of sustainability, as Professor Windapo said when she explained what is sustainable engineering education. So this education is a holistic education that looks at the needs of the society, the economy, and technology to start tackling problems that are needed, that are impactful to the society where we are solving the problems. So therefore, there is also need for us to change our mindset and change our approach towards our teaching strategy. Because if you can't talk about sustainable engineering education and then start maintaining the old order, it's not going to be possible. So, and that is the reason why